Well, just listening to Noor Tenu's story, there are a lot of expectations for Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto as they take office tomorrow.
Indeed, here's the thing, Betty. The elections are over. That hard time is over now. People are looking forward to. What did you promise?
Exactly.
A couple of things you promised. Number one, that is on top of the list, is the laptops. So immediately they get to work after this inauguration, immediately after the, pick the people that they want to work with in the cabinet and all those positions. Well, we expect the laptops as soon as of next week. That's what we hear.
All right, we'll be waiting for that. But moving on, in less than 24 hours, Kenya will usher in a new regime. Now, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta will be the first president to take office in the full dispensation of the new constitution.
Well, it's also the first time that the presidency will operate under reduced powers. And as KTN's Asha Mwelu reports, the stern face of the highest office is set to change drastically with the constitution's checks and balances.
The head of state, head of government, Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defence Forces, Chairperson of the National Security Council. These and many roles will be assigned to Uhuru Kenyatta upon his inauguration slated for Tuesday. Monday morning, however, the president-elect was briefed on the duties that await him at the office of the president at Harambee House. A fourth occupant now takes charge. Unlike his predecessors, however, Uhuru Kenyatta's powers as the president will be limited. On June 10, 1964, Parliament, then known as the Legislative Council LegCo, amended the constitution to abolish the office of the Prime Minister. A president with wide executive and legislative powers would thereafter take charge. Over the years, the president's word was supreme. In finality, cabinet appointments and dismissals were solely the president's decisions. August 2010 enters the new constitution, and as fate would have it, the first president under the new law, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, is now mandated to exercise authority of the republic in line with its provisions.
We have a limitation on the number of cabinet secretaries that he can appoint, between 14 and 22, as opposed to what was there in the previous constitution. There are also horizontal checks. These are the checks that are there and also inbuilt in the constitution by other organs of government. There is the judiciary, which is also independent, and there is also the two houses of parliament, both the Senate and the National Assembly.
And it's not just his appointive powers that have been reduced. What's more, unlike in the past, the president will also have no power over the calendar of parliament, as its term is fixed under the constitution. Does this then mean that the next president will be a weaker one?
We have two levels of government: the county government and the national government. And the national government must respect the county government. The county government has its own mandate. So there are things that the president cannot direct governors to do, and they have a right under the constitution to reject certain directions.
President Kibaki bows out from the political scene, and in Uhuru Kenyatta a new generation takes over. A generation where the decentralization of power and strict constitutional provisions will shape the presidency. How will the central government, dominated by power play in the past years, tame itself to accommodate the new change? Will the new order prescribe to the law's precise authority? The ball is now on your court, Mr. President. Asha Mwelu, KTN, Nairobi.
All right, that story leads us to a big question. And